Yo, what's up, guys? So I just made top 4 at the Goofy Gauntlet. Huge shout out to Jojo for making this event absolutely insane. It was a great experience. I think it was really smooth. We had a lunch break as well, so there was time to get food and all that stuff. I typically don't eat at events because it makes me like nauseous, but overall, really good experience. And I highly recommend if you guys are ever in the Connecticut area and they run more events, definitely go check them out. Also, shout out to my team and the guy behind the camera, Hani.
Let's go.
For just being super supportive and basically driving me up here. As well as, guys, we have a IRL event June, I think 12th to the 14th. Somewhere, like, just book your calendar for those like dates. We're gonna be running an IRL series as well. That's gonna be absolutely insane. Huge pricing on the line, so you definitely don't want to miss it. We're gonna try to just make it the best IRL experience you guys can have, especially with YCS is not currently happening. And then, other than that, let's get right into it. So I played DDDs. I just think this is literally the best deck of the format, just because it can play so many non-engine, but it's a combo deck that has a ridiculous board. So, like, I remember at the 3v3 yesterday, this is the same list I played at 3v3 at the Gamer Choice event, so shout out to James Chow for that. We got 9th, so we bubbled out by 1. I'm just cursed, apparently. I just can't top a 3v3. 17th, 9th, 33rd is ridiculous. But anyways, at that event, I literally got Ash, Valor, Dropleted, and I won the match. Like, it was just crazy. Like, this deck really pushes through a lot if you don't misplay and you play around the right cards. Like, you can choose to play around hand trips. And if you guys watched the stream on Friday night when I was at, Nick's and Hani's crib, and we play tested matchup where Hani had like 2-3 hand traps, and I was literally sequencing my hand to play through as much as I can. So it's a deck that rewards good technical play, and yeah, that's all I really like to say about it. Like, every round I played, I had a lot of fun. So anyways, enough of the jibber jabber. We're gonna start with the profile. Triple Kepler. This card searches you a Rhoda or a Dark Contract, which allows you to search you Poly. It can also bounce back a scale, and there's a lot of power plays in the deck where you go Kepler, bounce your Ragnarok from the scale to the hand, and then you go Green Slime, summon the Ragnarok. Ragnarok Reborn's a big DDD, so you can bring back the rank 4, the rank 5, the rank 6, I'm sorry, the Fusion 6 or the Fusion 8, and then tribute it, banish any card, and then make a huge power move. So this card is really, really good at getting cards out of your scale so that you can summon it as well. Something super overrated. I did that in one of my games. So, yeah, Kepler. Triple Copernicus. I explain this all the time in my profile. This card's really good. I definitely misplayed in top 4. That's why I lost my game 1, and then game 2 I won. Game 3 I just like nuked it. Didn't draw enough hand traps. But this card's really, really good as well because it allows you to play around Joel. This is the card you usually typically search off of Dark Contract if you want to play around Joel. So I actually really, really like this card because of that versatility. Triple Griffin, best extender in the deck. I don't really have to explain it. If you guys can watch my top 8 YCS deck profile, where I literally played the exact same deck with a few card changes. If you guys want more in-depth explanation, definitely watch that because I explain a lot of like the versatility of these cards. 3 Swirl Slime. This card is how you play through 2-3 hand traps half the time. This card is crazy. Double Orthros. This is like the change I made for my YCS list where I play a second Orthros, and this card really came up. I like the fact that I'm able to have a MST against all the trap decks, and because I don't side back removal because I think it's actually unnecessary in this format. Like, I played against like an Eldritch player in my top 16 match, and like it was just so free because I have double Orthros. Like, I'm more likely to see it, and it allows you to give more access to like Siegfried and Baron line. So I didn't mind having a second one. So I actually wanted to cut Period Map to 2. But, I kept it at 3 because I made my deck 43 cards. And honestly, 43 is a magic number for me. It was actually the number I played. It was the number count for my Sword Soul deck at the YCS that I slept at. That I overslept at. So I had to play 43, One Necro Slime. That's all you need, really. The second Necro Slime is basically a Typhon. It's just like gives you like a lot of big pushes. There's also a really cool play where like you can summon this back, normal summon a hand trap, and then make Baron anyways. I did that against Hani, which I thought was like really cool. Yeah, a lot of people forget that this card's a 7, so there's a lot of versatile plays you can do with it. There's also a play where you reborn this with a 6, and then you summon back the Lamia and Typhon to the Siegfried, and then you use your fusion spell to make the other 6, so you end on like the rank 6 and the Siegfried. So 1 Lamia, all you need. 1 Ragnar. This card is actually broken. I actually tested this card at 2 before, but I think all you need is 1 because you don't want to break on it. But this card is really broken. Like, this card gives you the best grind game because it gives you the biggest power play. If you guys like played Mermails in like I don't know, 2014 or 2013, I think. I was watching a profile with Pat where he talked about how like you can go Turge, Pitch Gund, and then you summon back Marksman, and then like go heavy plus. This card is literally the same thing. This card is basically Gundy, like the Mermail card. It's just like crazy, or like the Lancian card, whatever it's called. So yeah, this card is your big power play on the grind game. So I like this card a lot. I wanted to play this card too, to be honest. Also, if you play Kali Yugioh, there's a lot of really cool plays where you can like summon this with Green Slime, use Effect to Reborn back the Fusion 8, and then overlay for Kali Yugioh, and then you just like cook all the trap decks instantly. Cerberus and Zero King, I still play this engine. I think you have to play it. There's a lot of really cool lines where if you can't get access to Baron and you commit your normal to the Kepler, you need to search this card and then summon it with Green Slime, and then use the effect to play around every hand trap in the game, basically. So, and then one Thomas, the card is nice. Yeah. There's actually a lot of really cool plays with this. If you guys want to watch some of like my play with this, and I didn't play perfect by any means. I feel like I played like really, like there's some games I played really like exceptionally well, and there's a lot of games I played like not as well. So you guys get to see like a mix of both. But Thomas was really crazy. There's like a really cool like technical play where he did where when I made Gilgamesh, I popped both my scales with Orthros, so I popped Copernicus and the Orthros. My opponent's kind of confused because I had a scale 1 and a scale 3, but I popped both my scales, activate the Thomas that I hard drew from my hand, add back a low scale, and then activate the scale, and that's how I got 2 level 4s without doing any weird plays, which is like really crazy. So Thomas is really nice. 3 map, consistency. Life points, honestly, it doesn't matter. Like, until they put you to 0, this card, like, it doesn't matter how much life points you lose. So, it's Rhoda. Like, why would you not play it? Like, literally, life points doesn't matter. If you play smart, like, you shouldn't lose to the burn damage, to be honest. 3 Dark Contract, Rhoda. 1 for 1, because free extender. And it helps when you draw, like, hella hand traps. This card's crazy. Swamp Fusion. This card I actually wanted to put in the side deck. It only comes up in like the really crazy 4-card combos where you like dump it, add back Orthros, and like burn yourself with Ragnarok and then summon the Orthros from the hand. But honestly, this card was like okay. Like I honestly might consider siding it. It's like a huge Scarnet.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that.
So I might side this card and main deck the other trap, the other Dark Contract, Eternal Darkness. That would be like a change that I probably would look into making. But this card was a break. It was like so bad. Like I drew this card so many times. I still won because I had so many hand traps and like 1-card starters, but I mean, this card is definitely not amazing. Headhunt. Yeah, it's Crackdown on crack.
Headhunt's crazy.
3,
Yep.
Same hand trap line. I have the same 3. I think like these hand traps are like the best. They're most versatile.
Yep.
A lot of players are also swapping to like Sword Soul. Some people I played 2 DDD mirrors that are playing like almost my identical deck list. Actually, I think one person had my deck list card for card.
All these are crazy.
So like I wanted cards also for the like it was really good into the mirror match. Like I said, Veiler is really versatile, and then even if you draw Veiler against like the Brave Tenny decks or whatever, like being able to Veiler Anaconda is like really good. You can Veiler Griffin with Nib obviously, but like Veilering their Fiber, Anaconda, all that good stuff is really powerful. Like it's so much better than Bell. I wanted to main deck Bell, but I think like Prank Kid definitely has a high representation, but I think this was a better medical because it covers more matchups, while Bell mainly covered the Prank Kid matchup. And like Bell only covered if they drew like Aquamancer, but like Veiler was always almost always good. And I like the fact that Veiler was a level 1 tuner. There was like a really cool play I made at I think the Gamer Source tournament where I had Kepler, the Fusion 8, and I had to normal Veiler to make a Baron to pop my opponent's Nib token to attack for game, which is kind of cool. So Veiler being a level 1 tuner also comes up. It's not like just like useless. And one of my opponents actually asked me like wait, what's your tune? I'm like, yo, Veiler. And so that was kind of neat. So there's that. 43 card main. Side deck is where I made some changes. I play this card now over the trap card because following the same theory, I don't think trap decks are like honestly respect. So I just played this card, which I think is a lot better. This card is crazy. Like I set this up against the Pure Zoo deck, which was insane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And he just couldn't play the game. And I had the other trap too, so even at Cosmic, he was not enough. It's also good into the Source Soul matchup. It's good into the Flunder matchup, which there's a huge representation of Flunder actually at this event for some reason. But yeah, this card was crazy.
Yeah, this card's crazy.
This card was like, it's the most broken Floodgate I've ever read. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that card scares me for sure.
Yeah, you have like 2 Droll. So I played 2 Droll because I wanted to also play 2 Bell. I wanted to play 3 and 3, but like I said, this is like an area or like an event that I haven't really been. So I had to kind of like diversify my hand traps because I want certain cards that are kind of good into like certain matchups and 2 cards that are kind of good to other matchups. I'm usually a huge advocate of playing like Floodgate hand traps to 3, but the main reason is mainly because I wanted to play triple collector. I think Collector is actually better than Bell against the Prank Kid matchup. So I wanted to play 3 of this and only 2 of this. And then Collector is also a really crazy card because if you Collector their board and you go normal summon Copernicus, it threatens like everything. And it's also really good into like all the Brave Pile decks if you token collected them. And it's also really good into the LH Gadget deck, which is a deck that I saw seeing a lot more representation. I think it's in the finals right now. But if you token collect the LH Gadget deck, like they just pack up their cards, to be honest. And like I said, the fact that you can normal Copernicus and then overlay into a rank 4 immediately, and it beats all their Conquistadors, like when you play against the LG Gadget deck, it's just absurd. And you force out like a 4 or 5 mana Zeus just with this card. I really like it. It's like, so that was my theory. I really wanted to play this card because it's free body as well. Best hand trip in the side deck, Gamma. And then the Spice, 3 Crossout. I think this card was crazy. I thought it was a lot better than Tactics because the thing with Tactics was that like, you need your opponent to hand trap you.
You let them resolve nib.
Yeah, and you let them resolve nib, right? So when you get nib, especially hands that can't play around it, like you just get like completely
punished.
So like yeah, and even if you Tactics look at their hand, like it's not that crazy because if they have like if they open 2 broken, like you lose. But if you cross out their nib and you make your board, it doesn't matter how broken their hand is because you end on the trap as well. So like it's really hard to beat that. So I'd rather just make it so that my opponent couldn't stop my combo from resolving, because every time I resolve the combo, I'm more likely than not winning the game, because the way the deck sets up its combo also makes it so that it has a lot of follow-up. So it's really hard for you to crack the board while also denying the follow-up, because the rank 6 searches you like another road next turn. So so that was the theory with Crossout. I wanted to play 3, and I didn't play any Call by the Grave because my logic was that like Crossout stops nib, and Call by can't stop that. So I wanted to max out the card that like beat nib the most, so that's why it's like this.
That was our last minute change, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, really good card. 3 Gilgamesh, not much to say about this. I really like this card at 3. I think it's one of the best grind card. 2 of the 6, 1 of the 8. I didn't summon this card at all today. This card is definitely the flex spot. It came up to me at the Gamer Choice tournament yesterday where I got 9th with my team, but so I put this card in. Originally I was playing Dark yesterday at the Dark Charmer, and the Dark Charmer actually never came up for me, so it's really annoying because like like certain tournaments, one card comes up, the other card doesn't. But I was thinking about maybe playing either a second Zeus or the 3rd Mac next instead of this, because I think like those cards are really broken. I wanted DD Mirror just because I had more Machinist access than my opponent did, and he couldn't out it. Synchros, you have Baron and Siegfried. Not much to really say. These cards come up in your combo. For X speeds, you have Zeus. This deck literally becomes a pure Zoo deck when you go second. It's like so broken. You have double Machinex. Like I said, I might want to play the second Zeus or the 3rd Machinex just because I think like these cards are really broken. And then yeah, you just play the 6, the 4, which is a small one, and then the 5 for a combo. So pretty standard extra deck. Like I said, the only stuff I would change is like maybe this card. There's an argument to maybe cut the second one of this. But the 3rd one comes up too much where like you need to like relink to like trigger your cards. So I think 3 is like perfect. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck profile, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed my explanation, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Like I said, check out my sponsors in the description box below. Shout out again to Joey for helping me, allowing me to like even stream the event and giving me the tools and the ability to. It's really awesome to be able to stream and give you guys coverage, and it wouldn't be possible without the event coordinators. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next tournament. So peace.